Hello, everyone. I'm Mansa the Great. This is Knights of the Turntable Guild. That's Star Wars, the old Republic up there on the wall, and today we're going to visit that and let you guys see a little bit about, what this game is all about. And it's a game that's been around since 2011. Of course, it's Star Wars related, and the old Republic it takes place 1,000 years or so before Luke and Darth Vader and all of that happened or whatever. But it's a great story. Some of you may have played the original old Republic. That is, if you were around like 20 years ago. You may have played that, and this is a game that followed up on it, but it's kind of unrelated. It's a great game, good role play. One of the great things they do about it is that all the characters have dialogue, including the characters you play. They have their own unique dialogue and responses that you choose on them, whether they be good choices or bad choices or whatever. One of the best things about it. Right now, it's free to play, so check it out. Check it out. I hope you enjoy it. And right now, we're just gonna get right into it. So check it out. How many times did I just say check it out? Did that like a dozen times. I'm gonna go. Okay, here we are with Mac the Knife. He's an operative on the Sith side. So these are the guys, usually like the agents who were working with Darth, Darth Vader, and they're on the huge ships giving orders, and then when they screw up, Darth Vader chokes them out. Well, this is what this is. This is Mac the Knife, and he's not just some guy to be choked out because he's a high-end operative, very skillful, in ways of espionage and poisons and murder and mayhem and such or whatever. Very slick kind of a guy. But yeah, we're gonna jump into it. We're gonna find something that demonstrates the abilities of this game, the video of it, and the fun of it overall. Bear with me.
You don't demand anything, Jakaya. Certainly not from him.
If you're risking your life out there, I'll demand what the clan requires.
What's going on?
It seems I'm a child in need of a parent.
You're Mandalore, the Avenger. You have responsibilities to all of us.
So you often tell me.
Who's this?
Jakaya Ordo. One of my best. He managed to avoid my notice for too long, but now I've put him to work. Though I'm having second thoughts.
I would gladly go back to being an unknown, Great Mandalore. I prefer the talk of warriors to the endless jabbering of politics.
The curse of being skilled at both, you old rancor.
So you're the one. Not sure if I should call you Commander.
Most people do these days.
Understood. You earned it. The fact is, Commander, I only know your reputation. I don't know you. It's my job to take a hard look at anyone this close to Mandalore. As for spies, they're hard to trust. Anyone that can start a war without firing a shot, well, but that takes a keen mind and a lot of guts. You'll need both to stand with Mandalore.
Do you always speak this plainly to Mandalore?
I speak my mind, that's all. She's had a dozen occasions to stick a knife in my ribs for insubordination, but I'm still here. Bootlickers are only good for licking boots.
So what happens now?
I've seen your face, looked into your eyes. That's what I wanted.
Satisfied?
For now.
Good. I'm sure you have more important things to do.
Some clan grumbling to track down. More than the usual complaints. Raz and I will check into it. Jakaya out.
Ras?
His brother. They're a family of Mandalorians. Lost a sister a few years back.
Something wrong?
That's the first time he's mentioned a clan issue. He oversees a lot of the day-to-day details without a word.
Do you trust him to deal with this?
Yes. If I didn't, he wouldn't have my support. I may grow restless at the jabbering of politics, but I will do right by my clans. He's better for rooting out this kind of thing anyway. He kept an assassin's knife out of my gut more than once. Tell me, Commander, how would you deal with unrest in the ranks?
Division makes all of you vulnerable. That could cost lives.
You have more in common with Jakaya than I thought. He demands order. Without it, he says you have a mob instead of allies. Well, looks like I've got reports to review on escort missions we've been overseeing. Chikaya snuck them into the transmission. Sneaky Chikar.
I'll leave you to it.
Did you learn anything from the clans?
Nothing I haven't mentioned before. A lot of heated words. Some are saying Mandalorians are just glorified couriers.
Still unable to see past their next fight. All tactics and no strategy.
However restless you are in the position, Mandalore, you sound like a leader.
I sound angry. My blaster is still a better negotiator than I will ever be. What about the escort runs?
Silence. But only a fool would believe they haven't heard something.
What happened?
Some of the cargo ships we were looking after ran into trouble. Mostly scouts sniffing around. But one exchanged fire. We've been looking into it.
Chikaya?
Commander, we meet again. I've been keeping an eye on you.
And?
Mandalore was right to stand by your side.
I do what I can.
Modesty.
Tell me more about these cargo runs. Who would attack Mandalorian ships?
That's the real question. They're well equipped and they know our methods.
This can't continue. Any hint of weakness and you'll waste time fending off anyone with a blaster.
I agree. Whatever's going on, it must stop.
Any leads?
It's not bandits. It's not even a cartel looking to make a mark. This feels different. Like they're testing our defenses. I know you object, Mandalore, but we must look closer to home.
I don't object. I just want to be sure. Would some of the clans really go that far?
I'm not ruling it out. Like I said, there were some heated words.
The Mandalorians have a long history of fighting each other.
It's in our blood. We should have clamped down harder on the clans when we had the chance. The wound has festered.
No, Mandalorians aren't droids. We're best when we don't have some restraining bolt on our neck, even if it costs us.
Agreed, you go too far and you risk losing control.
And sometimes, too much freedom leads to chaos and destruction.
Enough. We gave our word to protect those shipments, and we will.
Understood, Mandalore. I'll see if I can draw the enemy out. Can't fight what we can't see. If I'm lucky, I'll make them mad enough to come out and play. Chikaya out.
I'd prefer a fight to all this sneaking about.
If you uncover any new leads, pass them along.
Count on it.
I do love the storyline along this, and I love the fact that you interact with the game, the characters in the game. They're not just asking questions and then you click and you read a script. They actually voiced all the selections and the answers for them. So now.
T7, you found the ship with Satil Shan and her students.
Finally. Great work.
We need those coordinates now. There isn't a moment to spare.
Fall back. We have the coordinates. Leave it to us.
We need to get there now. The servants have found their master.
The servants? I can't believe there are any of them left.
The servants?
They're the Sith Emperor's worst fanatics. They don't even have names, just Servant 1, Servant 2, and so on.
Each time we think we've killed the last of them, more always appear.
We have to get moving. If the servants are involved, this is even worse than we thought.
How did they even find your ship? We had a head start, and it still took weeks.
They must hear their old master's call in their minds, just as we feared.
We can't risk taking anyone else. They won't be able to resist the Emperor's control like we can. I'll get a shuttle prepped. Meet me as soon as you're ready. One way or another, this ends today.
Did you see the way that imp glared at me?
Ah, this you. That's a little bug they do when they click their heels together while it's loading.
I realize this is something you must do without me, but I couldn't let you go without at least wishing you luck. The way this is unfolding, I'm completely disheartened. I never dreamed we'd face Valkorion again, and now you must do so without my help. I hope you know that if I could, I would be by your side for this.
I always appreciate your concern, but I hate making you worry. This will be over soon, I promise.
I don't doubt it. Just stay safe.
Good, you're still here. I was hoping to catch you before you took off.
What is it, Theron?
I hope there's room for one more on that shuttle, because I'm going with you.
I appreciate the thought, but are you sure?
I know it's risky, but Satele is in trouble. I have to help. I lost one parent. I'm not just standing by and letting the other one go. Not if there's something I could do to save her. Whatever the Emperor's doing, I can resist it. I was on Ziost. He didn't control me then. Sure as hell won't let him affect me now.
Sorry to interrupt your send-off, but we need to get going.
I'm going too.
That is really not a good idea.
Kira is correct. Too many are already infected by Tenebrae's weapon. Bringing you is too great a risk.
That's not your call to make. The only orders I'm following are the commander's.
All right then. What do you think?
I wasn't expecting anyone to offer to come with us, especially since we don't truly know what we're up against. We're going to need all the support we can get. Thank you.
If that is your decision,
It is.
then let us proceed as carefully as possible. This changes the entire plan.
I wish you all good luck, and I'll keep our forces here on high alert. Should you need us, just say the word.
Then we're off. We've already wasted enough time.
Agreed. Enough talk. Let us depart before we lose the droid.
Yeah, unlike some of the other games that I reviewed, this game, the roleplay aspect of it is pretty much done in my head because they fill in all the blanks, so you make the choice, and I just feel myself kind of get into the role and go with it or whatever. So I'm role playing as I play it. In my head, I am this guy, and I'm doing what he does. With some games, I feel like I got to add voice to it, and give it a different dynamic than what the game includes. The game already includes the voice and the attitude, and the mistakes, and the good things and the bad. So I kind of let it go with it. There'll be very few times you'll hear me interject in the middle of the game actually playing itself. Roll 'em.
We're here, scanning the transport. Power fluctuations, system failures. Looks like the engines are out of commission. There's a ship parked in the hangar bay, but I can't tell if it's T7 shuttle or the servants.
There's our answer.
We'll have to go in through one of the airlocks, but we can't connect while they're shooting at us.
I remind you guys again, I haven't played in a while.
Me.
The level 75 character. He has all the bells and whistles on, and it's a lot to remember on the attack side, the defense, the healing. So I may make a few mistakes on the way of trying to successfully do these quests.
Ready to go in.
But we're gonna do it.
Your Jedi friends will be all right. You can trust me.
I hope so.
Yeah, and these are high-end quests, so
You survive.
a bit confusing seeing dark side working with the light side. This is stuff that you have to work your way up to. By the time you get to 60 and 65, the game takes a whole different turn. Now let's investigate this ship, see what kind of trouble we can.
For the record, this ship was not creepy when we left.
No, it's the compressor.
Impossible! I checked it not 5 minutes ago.
Check it again.
What's going on down there? We must leave immediately.
Doesn't make sense. Every time we repair one system, another fails.
That must be T7's handiwork. Wonder where he's hiding. Let's find a way to take these guys down quietly once their boss disconnects. No sense.
You will not escape. The ship will be your tomb.
You were saying?
Come on!
Oh boy. Kind of challenging for me getting back into it.
Impressive.
I've barely begun.
It's good to see you too, little guy. Great work stalling them till we could get here. So these guys aren't our only problem then? Who else would even know about this?
It doesn't matter. Anyone who stands against us will die. Must die.
Agreed. We can't afford to take any chances. Shoot first, questions later.
Let's keep everyone contained. Then we'll worry about who's killing who. Alright, I'll take T7 and make sure the engines and hyperdrive are permanently shut down. Weapons and shields, too. Just in case.
We must still ensure that no one who has boarded this ship can leave. We cannot risk this corruption spreading.
We should check all the escape pods, then launch them before anyone can use them.
That mystery shuttle in the hangar, too. T7 can take our shuttle out once we've finished sabotaging everything.
Agreed. Stay on comms.
Okay. That was definitely a glitch.
Feel the power of the Sith.
Nice, spaghetti face people. They're actually of the Sith race. This is like pure Sith race. I like calling them spaghetti face people. And I usually play a healer in most games I play. So there's several types of healers you can play in this game. Everybody dead? Oh, you heal to spaghetti face. No need for me to heal them, we're both healing. I'll go into defense next. Okay.
You survived.
Level. Go up on it. Down. Third winner. Right now. Nice book. shuttle. I know you don't expect me to jump down there. I might work with the Sith, but I'm not a Sith. The human. The dark streak in me, but hey, nice rail walking there. Go off. Got something. Ah, one spaghetti face.
This ship is huge.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes. Is there a question?
Why such a huge ship?
Oh, it doesn't matter. We need to stay focused.
Ah.
Embrace the power.
This is all leading up to some amazing boss fight. These guys are just making me laugh.
Feel the power of the Sith.
Just fought 2 more servants. They must have packed them in tight on those shuttles.
Woodrow. Else we got the wheel. This one, figure it out. Yeah, that's what.
You survived. You survived.
That was a more challenging fight, but fortunately for him, not challenging enough. Control panel doesn't offer me anything. Back to the elevator, I guess. It looks like we've cleared this whole area. I guess I'm a little rusty in this game. You gotta make sure you clear all the mobs, otherwise you won't progress. Aim up there. Is that a big red lightsaber in your hands, or are you just happy to see? I know that was horrible, right? This better work. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, here we go. Way to make me work for my pig. Good to kill anything in this immediate area. Release man shuttle. Alright, first we gotta kill everyone we see. Anybody down there? How about you guys? Got something for you down there? You have fun?
You survived.
Very happy? gonna depend on my heals right now because he's a healing class. So you see healer in this level. My character is keep me alive. So.
We left only a few droids to guard the ship. To cause this much damage, someone else must have been fighting the servants.
His scorch marks,
Yes.
Now, some of you may be questioning why a person on the dark side can use electricity, especially an operative. It's what you call legacy. Because I have relatives, you can link each of your characters to different characters that you play, and they become relatives. Like he's the son of Mansa or the grandson or something like that in the legacy tree that I made. And so he gets some of the abilities of these people that are in legacy. But while he's not fully a Sith, he can do some of the things that they can do. As a bounty hunter, he can do some of the things that bounty hunters can do. You know, so you get to use that ability now and then. Let me stop because it looks like my buddy here is a little jammed up in the healing department. I'll help him out. Right, now they're making this more challenging. Ah, they woke up. But apparently not that challenging. Alright, where to next? Well, the map keeps saying to go back to sit there and part that drives me crazy about. Ha!
That's the last of them. Tenebrae's dogs won't escape us now.
You truly hate them, don't you?
They are beyond contempt. They betrayed their empire, betrayed the entire galaxy to absolutely no purpose. To be a Sith is to break your own chains, to choose your own path, and overcome all that stands in your way. These wretches wear the name servant with pride. They happily enslave themselves to a madman. That the Sith ever tolerated them is repugnant. That we still contend with their delusions after all these years.
Today we eliminate them, once and for all.
I will savor each death. Let's make our way to the hangar. We need to find out who else seeks to wear the former Emperor's chains.
Good idea, Pizza Face. Make sure we dot all our I's and cross all our T's this time, right? I mean, running around there aimlessly for no reason last time. That's right, it was his fault, not mine. I know what I'm doing around here. Regard the fact that I'm going to cut all those scenes out to waste the time. Anyway, and you people will never know how much time I wasted running around in circles trying to find things I couldn't find. That's saying I shouldn't have went that way. Oh, now you light up. Alright, there's the shuttle that we are supposed to. Oh, we have to investigate the hangar. The hangar investigated. Now we click on this device here. And no computers. I am an operative.
Eternal Empire shuttle. From Zakul.
Old servants and new, vying for scraps from their once great master. Pathetic.
How could any of the Zakul Knights know about this?
Perhaps they were closer to their master than we knew. I sense no one on board.
Shield generators are toast. We're taking the weapons offline now.
We've launched all of the escape pods and cleared the hangar. There may be Zakulans on board.
Just what we needed. We'll keep our eyes open.
Time to take the bridge.
I'm ready.
That's right, but Matt, hey, just keep rocking that K95, man.
Once you've got the ship disabled, I'll come back you up.
Keep rocking that K95 mask, because this guy is not respecting the 6-foot rule at all.
How could you afford a ship this size?
We didn't. Kira stole it.
Hey, don't drag me into this. I wanted to take the core
Oh,
faster,
Feel
more
the
maneuverable.
power.
About 10 less decks to clean.
I need my space.
okay, that was a little tricky, but we managed it. Next time, make sure that you keep me alive a little quicker, alright? Hello, people. Do you know the way to the hangar? Whoa! Is that necessary, really, to hit me up this way? And for that, you're all going to die. Death and destruction to everyone.
Feel the power of sin.
Engines are history. This thing won't be moving another centimeter. Unless an even bigger ship comes along to tow it, of course.
Enough!
Sorry, you're right. There is no ship big enough to tow a scrap pile this size.
Okay, that was a little better. I just realized that one side is my AoE stuff, and the other side is my single target stuff, more or less. Okay. It's all coming back to me now. Get to the... have here? Alright, eh? You there. Alright, would be like that, right?
You survived. These corpses.
Scions of Zakul. Their leader told me they would return when it was their time to die.
They must have taken the ship off course in the first place. But were they trying to hide from us? Or the servants? Are they allies or enemies?
The Scions helped me, but only because I was fighting Arkan. They're loyal to Valkorion, not us.
Then they will see no mercy from me.
So many lives lost. It must end, here and now.
Revan.
The end is closer than ever before, but the threat is as dire as we could have imagined. The ritual inscribed on Tenebrae's
Even
body,
dead, Reverend doesn't
the
stay
plague
dead.
that was unleashed, is feeding on its victims' minds. Tenebrae is being remade. I can feel it. You must intervene before it's too late.
Didn't you die on Yavin? You really seemed dead that time.
As long as Tenebrae's spirit remains, so will mine. He must be obliterated, utterly and completely.
That is our plan. Kira will lead us in meditation. We will join our minds with Satil's and end his blight on the galaxy forever.
Then go, quickly. I will aid you as best I can.
Kira, the bridge has been secured.
We're all clear too. Meet you at the med bay.
I never expected to see Revan again.
If we succeed here today, he may finally know peace. Come, the end is in sight.
Anyway, that's a little sample of the stuff. I'm not going to bore you people with much more. I just wanted to give you a little look around SWTOR and let you know that it's still relevant. You know, the kind of game. You know, they're still expanding it and giving it more quests to do. I'd say, let's see, when I first started playing this game, a few levels, you know, with the guild, we got into doing instances together and doing some PvP. There's a lot of areas where you can get into PvP. Um, as the years went by, you know, they kept up in the levels, of course, you know, like all good games do. And the gear got better and stronger. They made quests where you had to find certain gear and all that. They made the dressing room system or whatever they call. I'm not sure what they call it right now. But you can go and you can change your characters, look like you saw me doing a little while ago. And it's still a relevant game. Great abilities, great classes. Check it out. Right now, it's free to play. It's free to play right now. I'm playing on free to play with all this content you just saw. My character didn't get to 75 on free to play though. You know, I was paying to play for a while, but you can actually play free to play. Get it to a guild. I still have my ship. Next time I come on, I'll show you my flagship or whatever. Dreadnought. What did we call it? The Dreadnought something was. I can't think of it at the moment, but yeah, a really nice ship. You know, guys decorated it, played here. You know, while I was here before, and you could do some really good things here. But that's all we're gonna do with this right now. And thanks for joining. Be back at the in the office. And that was SWTOR, Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's still one of my favorites. I don't play it on the regular. I know there's a lot of other good things out there. In fact, I'm waiting for a new world, which you'll keep hearing me talk about. I don't like to plug other people's games over other games, but I did play the beta version of that, and it seems like it's going to be a great game. That's coming out in September 31st. And I really think a lot of good things will be coming out of that. Look for Knights of the Turntable. That's what the sign says behind me. That's the guild that's going to be going into that, and we're going to put together a lot of people and have a great time. A lot of good PvP for any of you people that played Warhammer in the past, the old Warhammer, or whatever. This is definitely like the resurrection of Warhammer. So come back to Warhammer, come back to New World and see a lot of the great stuff that they're doing in there. And look for Mans to the Great, look for our friends or whatever. See us in there. We'll be seeing you around. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and all the other good stuff. And make comments. Make lots of comments. Let me know how you feel about what you just saw, how you feel about the game. If you think it's trash, that's fine. You can let me know you think it's trash. It's no. Don't start telling me about WoW and how WoW is better than everything. Not taking nothing away from WoW. WoW was one of the first guilds that progressed into that type of a gameplay, and a lot of games built up on top of that. But this is not WoW. This is something different. If you're a Star Wars fan, you will definitely like this game. Or this is definitely in your wheelhouse. So if you're young and you haven't played anything really related to Star Wars, or you tried other games that were related to it but haven't tried this one, it's definitely worth your while. And again, it's free to play. You can't ask for more than that. Free to play. Check it out. See you guys on the flip side. Peace.